Shout out to the K&J fam, and you're rocking with Kristin and Jamil, and we're back, you guys, for another mukbang.
Whoa!
But not just any mukbang.
What?
You guys, today we're doing a seafood boil. Hey!
Yes.
You guys, we have king crab legs, we have hard-boiled eggs, and we have some sweet mini peppers.
Mm-hmm.
We got some lemon to pour over everything, and we have the Bloveslife Smackalicious Sauce.
Ooh.
If you haven't seen our video yesterday, watching us make it, go ahead and watch it so you know how to make it.
That's right.
It's delicious.
Saucer right there, just in case you guys can't see it, or I'm sure you can't see it. So
let's thumbnail and get it in.
yes, let's do that.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
All right.
You gonna grab one or
You
no?
can grab one.
Okay.
I'll just smile.
Okay.
Do my thing.
One.
You guys, I'm sweating. It's hot. It's
Oh.
crazy. I can't tell you how hot
It's
it is in here.
76 in here. That's
Is it
all.
76?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Okay.
We got
1,
that, but-
2, 3. Like that? Okay.
All right,
This
we're
looks
okay.
like California.
Well, it looks like the state.
Yes! I just realized that.
Only thinner, right?
Yes.
A lot thinner. Okay,
Okay, I'll
so
just take this one since I
Okay.
picked it up.
I'm gonna move this a little closer, guys.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
see if
We're going to move this closer so we can dip it easier.
try to ease
Yeah.
it. Exactly. How was that? Is
That's
that a little
perfect.
better
Do you
for
want
you?
to move your side a little?
No, that's
Are you
fine
sure?
right there. Yeah,
Okay.
no, that's
Okay. Maybe a little more than if you can. Yeah, perfect.
good for me.
Let's do
You
it.
good?
Yep.
All right. Oh man, you guys, we haven't done this in a few days.
A few days.
Sorry, a few weeks. It's been a few weeks since we've had this.
Like, one of you been eating
So
it.
we
Ugh.
wanna. Oh man, but this sauce is hot. It's been sitting
Oh
out
man,
for a
I did like a
while.
half and half situation with that rip, but that's okay.
Did it work?
Well, I didn't, not how I intended it, but hey, you know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we don't have spoons, huh?
No, did you want? I wasn't sure if you wanted that.
Yes, especially for the eggs, because dipping my hands in there in butter.
Oh, you're
hot
right.
Butter, not happening.
You know what? Good call.
It's way too
I'll
hot.
definitely take a spoon on that.
Okay, cool.
On that situation.
I got you.
Mmm. You guys, look at that crab meat.
Ooh, that looks good.
Oh yes. Thank you.
Yep, no worries. All
Oh
right.
yeah.
So you guys, after Kristin made. So by the way, let us know what you thought of the video yesterday. Kristin cooked the Bloveslife sauce and everything. If you guys saw it, let us know what you think, because I'm curious.
Yes.
What you guys think?
I hope you guys liked it.
Yes.
What your thoughts are?
Mm-hmm. So
Oh my god.
I know, right? I'll do
Mm.
the claw. Getting the claw. So you guys, just so you
Wow.
know, we're not professionals still.
No.
We're cracking this stuff open. I'm gonna use some scissors because
Yeah. Way to go for the claw, by the way, because I was scared to do that one.
I was too. I almost put it back, but gotta do something. Man, you guys,
Good.
we are not professionals. Just so you know,
We're better than that.
we're even better than professionals. Woo! This is hard.
You did it though?
Ugh.
Did you get the claw?
Almost.
Like the claw?
No,
claw?
I didn't do the
Oh.
claw yet.
Okay. Have we? Ooh.
I'm gonna have to put this up
Oops.
here.
Now, do we done the claw?
We've done a claw before.
But
The
open
actual
one?
claw. Oh yeah.
okay.
Yeah. We've done it before. Yeah. No.
It's
we've-
hard though, isn't it?
Yeah. This part is the Man, just broke the scissors.
Guys.
This is the arm to the claw, and it's kind of hard. It's not that easy.
No.
It's not that easy. I need my Safeway bag again. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Had that Safeway bag on my neck.
Yeah. That's why I kept my all black outfit,
I know, right?
because I'm splashing.
I probably should have too. I
I'm
gotta
splish splashing.
put some of the sauce on.
So
A little bit of-
good.
Ooh, sorry
Ooh.
about that. My bad. A little bit of everything, guys.
Water? What do you
That
think?
hits.
Does it hit?
It definitely hits.
It's good, isn't it?
It's very good. Wow, I like it a lot. Yeah, let us know what you guys thought of the video. We want to do a few more. We had some people suggesting us to make let's see, the corn tortillas. Or not the corn tortillas. The Tostito chip. They're not Tostito chips, but they're just chips. Yeah.
The nacho chips that we made.
Yeah, I had a couple people ask about it, so I think we're gonna go ahead and
we can show you how we make them.
Yeah. You know what? I'm switching. I'm getting rid of this claw. You can have this claw.
Really? Okay, I can do the claw. I'll try.
Well, you don't have to, but
we just have to cut it. But yeah, we'll try to do
I feel like you got a nice big leg. Is this a leg?
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what?
Do the leg.
I need to get a leg.
You know, I was hoping we could each have a leg and share the claw. So we'll do this guy.
Good idea.
In a little bit.
Yeah. Because that was too much work for.
Oh, you might have left one in there, babe. I think we had one more little guy.
You're kidding me.
In there, yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I didn't.
Unless it's. I'm pretty sure we did.
Oh no.
Did we?
Oh, we do.
Oh, good. I thought we had. Because I thought we had two small guys, 2 legs, and a claw.
Well, this one's really done.
No worries. I just don't want it to go to waste.
Yeah, well, cool. Down. We poured it out, and I'd have ate it at some point. Oh, man.
No worries.
The water was still hot and stuff like that, so I couldn't, obviously I couldn't see what was going on.
Yeah.
And then when I didn't take a spoon, I took the tongs. I moved around, I didn't feel anything.
Totally.
But
no worries. That one's really done.
Yeah, that one really is.
God, I was like, we gotta have more.
Yeah. Whoa.
Ooh.
That was a new way of opening it.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have opened it that way. But.
Yeah, you guys, these crab legs, I think we showed as we were making it. They're $60, $60-something.
Oh, 63, right?
Yes, it is not
crazy
cheap.
Yeah. Well, it's king crab, so that's probably why it's that much more expensive too, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Look at that. Yes, that's what I wanted.
Good job.
That's what I was looking for.
You did so good.
Thank you. Appreciate it. You too.
Oops. This is messy.
I know it is. Right, let's get some of that sauce on there.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
I know we talked about this before, guys. We'll have this a lot, and then we'll be like, okay, we're not going to have this for a while. You know, because we're done. We're tired of the taste of, the crab meat and stuff like that. And then you crave it again. So that's why we're off and on with it. We'll do it a lot for in a week period. Maybe we'll do 2 or so. And then we won't do it for...
It's really weird that happens.
It is, right? Yeah. It's and only crab does that for me. It doesn't do that with, shrimp, for example. Yeah. Like shrimp, I could eat that all day, every day. But I don't know, something about crab just does it. Put a little hot sauce on there, some sriracha, get a little more lemon on there.
This is hard to cut. The knuckle.
That's why I gave that to you. Oh, that's not even the claw.
Oh, this is the knuckle.
Yeah, that's
I got it though. Woo, there's no way to look proper.
There really is.
I feel like when you do these things, the crab.
You really can't.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Good job.
Thank you.
Great job.
Oh yeah, when you get to the
all
knuckle.
that work.
Yeah, I got the majority.
Yeah.
There's maybe a little itty bitty piece in there.
Nice.
Guys, woo.
Nice.
Thank you.
Got my Diet Pepsi on deck.
Yes.
So open that.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Get going. Get some of these peppers in a second. Yeah.
It's really good.
So, so what I was saying before, I'm sorry guys, I completely forgot. We're gonna do a couple more prep videos, cooking videos over the week. So not anything right away. This is gonna be something that's gonna take place over the next few weeks. But we want to do a prep video of showing you guys how we make some of the food. Because although we don't do a lot of cooking and stuff like that, there's some certain things the tortillas, the frying them to make chips out of them. I want to show you guys how we do that with at least the keto chips. I'm sure it's no surprise. I'm sure a lot of you guys probably already know. But I think it's kind of cool to see.
Absolutely.
We're gonna do that.
Oh, sorry.
I made a buffalo chicken sandwich, maybe about 2, 3. Here, I'm gonna give you some more napkins.
Thank you, babe.
Yep.
One more is fine.
Actually, it was about. Here you go. Here's 2 more.
Okay.
Yeah. When did we do that buffalo chicken sandwich? Was that a week ago now? I was gonna say
Roughly.
3 or 4 days ago, but no, it was a week ago. So I'm gonna recreate that and show you guys how I make it and stuff like that because it's so good.
Yeah, this will be fun.
It's so good. Yeah.
If you guys are wanting the recipes, want to see how things are made,
Absolutely.
Why not?
Absolutely. Oh yeah, and we're gonna try and work on getting the recipe for the pulled pork too, right? Should we get that? Mm-hmm. We'll get those recipes.
My dad is gonna part with it. Mm-hmm. He said he got his recipe from somebody, so.
That's right. But in order to get it, you guys got to pay us $100 each.
No. All good.
We'll have it out soon. Is it good?
Oh, yeah.
These peppers are, man.
These peppers are very good.
Yeah.
We cook these peppers just a little bit, steam them. Mm-hmm. So they're a little soft.
Steaming a little bit longer this time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could tell.
Do you like them like this, or?
Honestly, I would do a raw pepper.
I prefer it a little bit, yeah. Like, I steam them to get a little bit less of a crunch, so it's like in between. Mm-hmm. These went a little too long.
Yeah.
So, my bad about that.
You like a little bit more al dente?
Yeah, I was putting the lights up and stuff. Yeah,
whatever.
well, what happened was I was putting the lights up and getting things together.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I could smell the peppers. I was like, oh no, they're burning.
All right.
So.
Gosh, look at this. Oh, sorry.
No fault.
Hitting each other.
That's how I'm eating from now on. Is it good?
Oh, wow.
Good, huh? Woo. All right.
So good. Okay, I want to try to do the claw.
This knuckle. Okay.
Is the claw back in here?
Yeah, it's right there.
I don't know how to do the claw.
Yeah, me neither. To be honest, I'm still unsure what parts to eat and what not to eat on this knuckle, but if I'm eating something, you guys...
As long as it's soft. If it's soft, you can eat it.
That's true.
Yeah.
If I'm eating something, you guys are like, no, don't eat it, just write it below. I'll get to it in a couple days. And I'll see the comment.
And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know if this claw's going to happen.
Right?
Oh, yeah. Even...
That's exactly why I handed it to you. Because I was like...
I'll tell you right now.
That hard?
It's hard.
Do you want me to help you with that?
No, thank you. But it's funny because I think even B-Love was like, I don't even do the claw.
Yeah. She doesn't really, huh?
But
it takes time. Because you have to cut it, kind of get it going.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, if you have a method to get the claw meat out, please let us know. I'm kind of opening it a little bit. As they say that it's full of meat, which it is. I see it.
It is. Same with
the issue is it's not cutting. That's the problem. So.
Do you need some help?
No, you're not. No offense, but you're not going to be able to help either.
Not going to be able to help much?
No.
Oh, I feel you.
We need like a scooper. Because there's a lot of meat in here.
Let me help you with it. I got it. I've gotten the claw before.
Are you sure?
Yes, there's a video. Oh, thank you. That's the thing about this sauce, guys. You don't feel it at all on you. I think I was watching one of the videos I did. Felt completely normal. Completely normal. I have no idea.
Thought he was looking good.
Yeah, as I'm editing it, I could just see the shine from my mouth. Looked like I was eating some baby oil or something. It was just all glossy. I remember that.
God. So we have our own individual dipping sauces, but you guys, we have so much sauce left over.
Yeah.
So much, like I said, enough to last us so long.
Yeah.
Like, and we're not going to even finish these bowls, of course, you know? So,
exactly.
This sauce lasts forever, which is really nice.
Well, that's the cool thing about it, because you can freeze it, which we're going to do. And then that way, the next time we do this, we'll make it happen. That's the great thing about it. I mean, we made the sauce once again. We talked about it in the video, but we made the sauce because we've had, which, I mean, I guess it makes sense. We've had actually a lot of people, because we talk about it and stuff like that, actually buy it. So we wanted to show you guys, of course, how to make it. I know that as far as the price and stuff like that, it's definitely not inexpensive. Obviously it's hard to manufacture it and stuff like that. So obviously what you're getting is still a really good deal for everything, that they put in it. But what I was going to say is it's multiple servings though. I mean, as you guys can see, I mean, these are big bowls. And they're completely, it's funny how I said that, big bowls. Anyways, it's there's filled up, pretty high and stuff like that. And we still have probably at least 3 more, maybe even 4 fillings of that.
At least.
We could probably fill yours, both of ours up again, and maybe even do one more.
We can do 2. Yeah, for sure.
At least one. Because there's a lot. There's a lot, you guys.
Absolutely.
So, anyways, guys, I'm getting it.
Yummy, yummy,
I'm
yummy.
getting it.
Getting the claw? Good job.
Look at
you can eat that. You opened it. You eat it.
No. This
I'm
is
good.
both of ours.
I'm good.
By the way,
go for it.
We're gonna have to vacuum after this because I got shell.
I'm touching. My foot is on crab pieces.
What happened this time? I feel like we had this down last time.
I don't know. I wouldn't call it having it down.
Okay.
What happened?
Got some shell in my mouth.
Okay.
It's no joke, guys.
The claw's hard,
We
right?
should have deshelled this.
Well, at least for sure the claw.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because this is, man, you work for this.
Mm-hmm.
Burning calories just eating this.
Oh, yeah. That's true. It takes No, go for it.
You don't want it, do you?
No, go for it. I want you to try it.
I tried it already.
Is it not good?
No, it's great, but it's yours because I had the other piece.
No, Jamil, we're splitting the claw.
Okay.
We're splitting the claw, and plus you opened.
I feel like Kristen's forcing me to have this.
Oh, so you did the work. I want you to have it.
No, I know, but
do you want me to have it? You obviously don't want it. You don't.
No, I do want it.
Admit it.
I'm about to eat it right now. I just feel bad, yeah.
No, don't feel bad. You okay? Sauce down the wrong pipe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Woo!
Water?
I'm good. It was all bad. I got the shell in my mouth. Pepper down the throat. Or seasoning down the throat. Wrong pipe. Man.
I hate that. You're good.
I'm good.
You're good at not coughing, even though you coughed, but you're really good at that.
Pretty good at.
The majority of people would. Yeah, take your time.
Oh, this is a bad one.
Don't talk.
This is a bad one.
Don't talk.
Yeah.
Jamil has a method. Yeah, Jamil has a method not to breathe in. You got it. You got it.
It's burning my throat.
The pepper? I'm sorry.
Okay.
You got it.
I made it.
You're good.
I made it. Yeah, that was all bad. So the method is, and I know I talked about this before.
We're going to tell you again. We're going to teach you life skills.
Yes, this is a life skill, life hack, whatever you want to call it. If you're eating something, anything, and it goes down the wrong pipe, if you notice, it goes down the wrong pipe in the first, for whatever reason, I mean, it's different if maybe you're like choking, obviously. Don't listen to this. Well, I mean, it depends. Anyways, let me just say what it is. If it goes down the wrong pipe, what you want to do is not inhale. Don't take any breath in. Just hold it right there because the first instinct is to, and when you do that, it goes further down that pipe. So you want to hold it, give it a second, and then start coughing outward to get it out. So,
but that's not like a choke.
Yeah. That's not a choke. That's
more
like
a wrong. You know how like people say, "Oh, it went down the wrong pipe."
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of like that type of a situation.
That's exactly
versus like a full blown choke. You know?
Yeah. So it depends.
Obviously, yeah.
It all depends.
I should have took off my ring.
You should have. Oh yeah, good point.
It's like my antique ring. I probably shouldn't. Get it super, super messy.
Do you want to take it off?
No,
it's okay. Are you okay for now?
Yeah, I'm good.
My throat is burning.
Yeah.
It's burnt.
You need water.
Well, I had some already.
Yeah.
It's all good.
You're good. I think the more water you drink, the better you'll be.
Yeah, for sure.
So is that claw worth it?
No.
No, it's not.
It's all cartilage.
Oh,
it's
really?
Like, yes.
Oh, okay.
Look at that.
Oh, it is. Is that cartilage?
Or it's something
it's
hard.
It's so not.
Right?
Oh, this
it's
is
like,
the middle, though.
Of it?
Yeah, on the other
okay.
side.
Okay, underneath of it. I thought maybe there might have been something.
Yeah, but it's still...
No, that's not even much.
So, you guys, fam, although you guys...
I'm putting this here.
Love the claw.
I know. A lot of people mention the claw, right?
Well, they're like, you can eat it, which you can.
It's a lot
and it's hard to get to, yeah.
It's a lot of work. I'm just saying.
I'm
about to give up on this claw right now. Taking this, pouring it on here.
Oh my goodness.
A bite. I'm not going to I'm honestly, I didn't do this right. Oh, sorry. I did not do this right this time.
This is mess A.
Yeah, it is.
I think I'm going to do one more egg, and I will be good.
But that was good, though.
Once you get it, you're like, yeah.
The problem is, I cut it so many times, I got a whole bunch of shell pieces in there. Got a whole bunch of shell.
Yeah, de-shelled's the way to go.
Man, we should have de-shelled this.
Definitely the claw.
Yeah, for sure the claw.
I don't mind. I think the legs, I feel like we're doing good.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The legs are the easy part.
Yeah. Oh, you guys.
It's really good.
So good.
So how's everyone doing?
Oh,
How's everything going?
shout out.
Oh, yes.
I'm so sorry. Shout
Guys,
out.
this video is sponsored.
Yes. Shout out to Thoughts by Tree.
Yes.
Thank you, honey, for sponsoring this video. I'm so sorry. We got so into the food.
I know.
We totally forgot.
Yeah.
But thank you
absolutely.
so much for your generous donation to us.
Yes.
And because of you, we're able to pay for this meal. And thank
Absolutely.
you. You're just amazing. Or contribute to this meal, I should say.
Absolutely. Contribute to the meal
Yes,
big time.
big
though.
time.
You know, one of the things is I want to shout out Thoughts by Tree again because she's been with us, you guys, literally since the beginning.
Yes.
I think there's only been there's been a lot of people since the beginning. But she's one of the first ones that commented on our videos. Like, our first, I'm going to say first, 10 or 15 subscribers. Like, in the very, very beginning.
Who?
On YouTube when we had no Facebook subscribers or anything. So shout out to you because you've been rocking with us this whole time.
And you have been nothing but love.
Nothing
but
yeah.
supportive to us.
Absolutely.
Everything you've said, you have been just amazing. Like, just your
100%.
encouragement and telling us that, we're going to make it and keep going.
Yes.
And just how much you love us. And it just, it warms our hearts.
100%.
It gives us motivation. Really, you've been amazing.
100%.
Your support,
Nothing less.
rallying everybody up to subscribe and to share and to, get us up on our subs. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
One thing
You're an amazing human being.
That's right. One thing I want to mention too, that was really I feel like it was big for us is we had around 600 maybe subscribers in November. Right? It was November, maybe end of October.
Oh, yeah.
It was 600, something like that. And Thoughts by Tree, you mentioned us. You wrote us and were like, you know what? You guys are going to get 1,000 before the end of the year.
Yes.
And by the way, getting to 600 was a grind. It was a lot. It was
took months.
It took months. So in our mind, we're like, well, that's awesome to hear.
Yeah,
thank you for the support.
Thank you.
But in our minds, we're like, I don't know how that's going to happen.
Yeah.
And literally, a week later, maybe 2 weeks, we got this surge in subscribers, and we just jumped to 1,000 and beyond, of course. But I feel like your words and your confidence and kind of letting I think
your energy
that
got
helped
us
us to
there.
actually get things going.
Yes.
Because it was right after that.
Yes.
It was shortly after.
It's right after you made that pledge
Yeah.
into the universe.
That's right.
That was so amazing, and we hit
Yes.
1,000 subs before January 1st.
Yeah, I think it was December 28th.
And we were far. We weren't getting any subs some days.
Yeah, I mean a few days.
Yeah.
It'd be 3-4 days where we'd have just nothing.
So thank you.
Yeah, so much. Yeah, we really can't thank you enough for it. You're awesome. So yeah, you guys, that's the thing about these growing these channels is it takes time. It takes time, commitment. I think really at the end of the day, you gotta love it. You gotta have fun with it. I mean, because really,
it doesn't go fast.
let's say even if it does go fast, let's say it takes off somehow and it blows up.
Tomorrow.
Hopefully you're happy eating for the rest of your life and
That's
doing
true.
this because you're going to be doing it for then on,
That's a really good point. You're right.
So well, let me give you a napkin.
Yeah. Even if you can be blessed enough to do this full time and only have this as your gig, you're going to keep going, right? Because you're going to want this to be your main gig. So you have to keep grinding. You have to probably even grind more.
Yeah.
Think of new things.
Well, you do.
It's dedication.
Because you have more eyes on you, you have more people that you need to listen to and kind of hear what they have to say and suggestions and go for it. So, so it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, you know?
Yeah.
To know
so
that.
thank you, Thoughts by Tree.
Absolutely.
We love you. Thank you. And thank you to everybody else who is an amazing supporter.
Yeah.
Super awesome. Even people who aren't supporters but still watch us.
Yeah.
You're supporters in a different way.
They're still supporters, yeah.
And we appreciate you too.
Exactly.
Believe it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do think we have the best mix of fam.
We do.
Everyone's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we love you guys.
For sure. I think we should do another seafood boil soon. I kind of want to do another one. And I might want to try, like, I don't know. I'm just thinking of, like, different foods that we can try. Like, maybe take the crab legs and, like, do different sauces, like a hot sauce. I know you probably don't want to do that.
Oh, okay.
But
you want to try with the sauces?
Try them with different sauces.
I think that would be really good. Like crystal,
right?
sriracha.
Exactly. Well, yeah, I mean, obviously we have that, but I mean, like, different sauces, like maybe a butter sauce.
Oh, different sauces. Like butter sauces.
Exactly. But even different meats, like do lobster tail, shrimp, and just kind of try it out.
With different sauces.
Yeah, with different sauces.
Okay,
Sorry, my bad.
I think we should also put hot sauce on it, though. Well.
Oh, of course.
And see how that is. So, you guys, we have some shrimp. So, I think our next one, we'll use some shrimp. Do these, maybe even get a couple crab legs. Or not crab legs, lobster tails. Maybe we can either get them from Costco or we can get them from, like, Outback. We haven't tried Outback yet.
Oh, yeah.
But Costco, you guys, Costco seafood is so good.
Yeah, it tastes really fresh. Extremely fresh.
Yeah. So, you guys, like I said in yesterday's video, we got 2.6 pounds of crab legs.
Yep.
Obviously, they count the shell, so we definitely did not eat, I don't think, a pound worth of meat. But
positively didn't.
Yeah. But it's still filling, right?
Well, that's the thing, like, because it's, thank you.
Want me to wipe it off?
No, I got it. I knew I had it on there. I knew it, and I can't see it in the camera, so. Man, look at that.
That's funny.
Okay, I'm getting it.
Shout out to Ginger if you're watching this.
Hey, what's up, Ginger?
I don't know if you are, but thank you for being a new supporter,
100%.
And we appreciate you.
Absolutely,
and it's awesome to have you in the fam.
For sure, long time no talk too.
I know.
So that's awesome. That's so awesome.
I love her. She was like a little sister to me.
Yeah, you guys, as our channel is growing more and more, I think we talked about this before. Like we were talking about, like, we didn't really want to mention it to people and things like that, mainly because it's different, right? How do you explain it to people that you're doing this? So
we eat
our goal, and
talk. Yeah.
That's right. Our goal was to grow it more and more, and as it grows, we can start to tell people, because then at least, if people are like, what do you do? And you're like, oh yeah, this is what I do. And you're like, well, I only have 5 subscribers or something like that. It seems a little strange, but to say you have, a higher number, it's great. So anyways, but what we didn't really account for, which is really cool though, is now people are finding us. Our friends and family are actually finding us. So we've had people like randomly pop up, like
from high school.
What are you doing? Like out of nowhere.
High school,
which is really cool.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Yeah.
And your friends are so excited about it.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
like,
yeah.
Super
yeah,
cute.
they love it.
Yeah.
No, they're definitely checking it out, which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my friends are super supportive. They watch us.
Yeah.
Not every day, but they definitely watch. My family watches.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. It's fun. But it's still not something I want to tell every single person that I run into yet. But once this is like full time, and it's full time. Like we work on this
all the
full time.
Literally.
But we also have other jobs.
Yeah.
Once we don't have the other jobs, I mean, obviously.
Yeah, we kind of got to tell people at that point, because people are going to find out.
Yeah.
And you don't want to like hold it too long, and people are like, why didn't you tell me?
I'm actually like super excited, like to get to that point.
Yeah.
To be like, you know what I mean? To like, if once we do this like forever, full time, people are like, what do you do? We're like, oh, we make videos about, we eat food and we talk. People are gonna be like, that's it. It's gonna sound so simple.
I know, that's it.
And you guys, eating in front of you and talking is the easiest part of the whole thing.
It's so easy. If we could just have a chef make everything, we just sit here and bring it right here, mixed with a videographer team to like set up all the lights and stuff.
Oh my god, don't get me started. Can we do that?
I know, we need that.
When we're balling.
Right?
I don't think anybody does that yet. I would do it.
No, nobody does that.
I would do it.
Because you have to do it yourself to get it how you want it, you know?
But the chef part,
yeah.
we could maybe do that.
You're right. But anyways, I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Sorry. Anyways, yes. I am looking forward to the day where we could be like, we're making thousands of dollars a month. That kind of thing. That'd be fun.
We're a ways away from that, though.
Yes. Very. We'll get there, though.
But, yeah, we'll get there. We'll definitely get there. But you know, once that day comes, yeah, it'll be nice.
It'll come, and I think
nice.
Praying about it, throwing it out into the universe, meditating on it like we are,
exactly,
it will happen.
That's exactly right.
Where we can do this, and then once we do this full time, all the time, we can do our U.S. tour and drive around and meet you guys. That would be super fun.
Yeah, you guys, we need to do that. I think one of the things that obviously is this whole situation right now is really serious, and it's unexpected and all that stuff. But I think what's tough for us is we actually planned on doing a few trips. Like, I know we were going to go to Vegas. We were going to do something there. We were thinking about going to Texas.
And Oregon.
Oregon we were going to go to literally in the next couple months. But now things have changed, right? Things have changed. So I think we're going to wait a little bit, obviously, to kind of get the ball rolling. But we are going to do that. We are for sure going to be doing that.
Yeah, wait for people to start traveling without worrying.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, we want to make sure that,
we'll do that.
Obviously, with traveling, we want to make sure it's safe and everything. So it's going to be a little bit.
Totally.
But it's still so much fun. It's so much fun to do these,
Isn't it?
So it's really cool, yeah.
Oh, how good was it?
It's really good.
It was really good, right?
I'm going to be honest, though. Usually, I'm okay with the crab and, opening it and breaking it. I was a little, it was a lot of work.
Okay, yeah.
It was a lot of work.
We'll just shell it. I'll just shell it next time.
Every bite was incredible.
Yes, it's
because
a lot
of the
of work.
sauce and everything like that, the bites were incredible. But it's to open it, I'm just I don't feel like it.
It's a ton of work. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
I've been wanting to buy it online, and you can get it deshelled. That would be nice.
That would be the way to go.
Let's do that. Except
we gotta wait though.
Well, we have to drop bank.
Yeah, how much is it?
Gosh, it's probably a cheap one, $150.
$150?
Yeah.
Well, it's not terrible.
I know.
I mean, how much do you get?
Not a lot.
This much worth?
Probably 2 pounds of deshelled. 2 pounds of...
Yeah, but they count the deshelled. They don't... the shell is heavy.
Exactly.
So because of that, 1 pound is really half a pound.
Exactly. So it'd be 2 pounds of meat. That's not bad.
It's not terrible.
But I feel like we would eat that in one sitting, and then I'd be sad.
Wouldn't be. We would have to not. We would have to split it into 2, maybe 3 even.
I'll take a little and feed
exactly. Have these little small bites.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's a lot.
I don't know.
Where at?
Where do you get it?
Yeah.
Just this online thing that sells crab.
It's
and different kinds of crab.
Okay.
And you can also get snow crab. I'm talking about the king crab. That's expensive. But there's snow crab and other crabs.
And once the pier opens again, we should go down there too.
Oh, Pier 39.
Yeah. You guys, I don't know why we haven't thought about this, but we live in Pier 39, which I'm sure you guys have probably heard of. It's incredible. They're known for the seafood and stuff like that.
It's in San Francisco.
Lobster and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Crab.
Is that a stupid question to ask? Do they sell whole crabs at Pier 39?
No, I'm sure they do. I don't know, actually, so I don't know.
I know the restaurants do, but...
No, I think you can buy it. I'm pretty sure there's markets there where you can actually buy it.
You should look. I'm sure you could go online and see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't really looked before.
No, because we never really had this kind of seafood before.
That's right.
We do now.
Yeah, we do. We do. So you guys, we're going to keep doing these videos. Keep them coming.
Cooking videos like you said.
Yeah, we're going to do some cooking videos. You know what's interesting about this? Starting out doing these videos was kind of hard. In a sense that it was hard to set up and do this and do that and kind of get the things rolling. But now, I don't even think about it. It's just
it's second nature.
It's second nature. It's this is just what we do.
Yeah.
Which is really nice.
You guys, we're coming up on 8 months.
Yeah.
It'll be 8 months in 5 days from now.
Is it really 5 days? Yeah, you're right.
Or no, I think
no, it's
more.
The 24th?
4th or something, yeah.
24th, so it is a few more days.
Okay.
8 more days.
8 months and a week.
Yeah, in a week, yeah.
That's cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't believe that.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
It feels like we've been doing this way longer, guys. To me, it feels like it's been a year, maybe even longer. Does it feel like that to you?
Feels like a while.
Well,
yeah.
We have been going for a while, so it's been fun.
Yeah.
We've been very fortunate to be able to grow our channel and have so many awesome people find us and continue to watch us, which has been amazing. So that's been cool.
25,000 on Facebook.
It's crazy.
How many do we have? 2,300 on YouTube.
2,300, yeah.
It's going great.
Yeah, YouTube takes a lot longer to build, of course, but it's been really cool. Yeah, and it's good. And you know, that's another thing too. I do want to say, like, you guys, we always say thank you and stuff like that. And we really do appreciate you guys.
We
you
do.
know? But I have to say thank you again.
Yeah.
To everyone that not only just watches, like, because like a lot of people will watch a video, maybe a minute or something like that, if we're like maybe even 30 seconds and go to something else, which is cool, like if that's what you want. But we have a lot of people watching like 5 minutes our video, 10 minutes, a lot of people watching all the way through.
Every single second of it.
Yeah, which is big because I think the most important thing that does for us is let us know that we're doing something right, you know, because a lot of people are quick to be like, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't do this, and things like that, which is fine. Everyone has their opinion, but when we see that so many people watch the length of the video, we're like, well, we're doing something right, you know. So,
and I'm also going to
cool.
add on to that, you know, I want to thank everybody who writes any comment, you know, whether it's love the video, looks at whatever you write.
Yeah.
We just love these really like thoughtful comments that you guys put too.
Get some, yeah.
You know, just amazing whatever it is. Just the fact that, you know, you can tell you guys have put thought into it.
Yeah.
Whether you comment on a little aspect of what we've said or did or part of the food. Like, we really appreciate that. Like, that feels amazing, and thank you for your thoughtful comments.
100%. Yeah. Yeah, the comments are big. We didn't I didn't think about, at least with the comments, how impactful they would be until we started getting a lot of them. And impactful in a good way.
And the critiques even. Like, I love the critiques. As long as they're respectful, I'm all about a good critique. So thank you for those who have critiqued or offered some suggestions or feedback in a respectful way. Like, that also has meant the world.
That's right.
And we appreciate that, and we take that to heart. So thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah, so, you guys, we're just going to keep doing our thing. Keep going with it.
Grinding.
Yeah. No.
Grinding.
No, ruining it.
Who am I?
Is that Clips?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Well, it's not Clips. But it's definitely not Clips.
I was imitating a rapper. I thought it was the Yin Yang Twins.
Oh, well, it was like a combo of the two.
But it was more Clips.
Yeah. Because that's, Grinding. Nah. But there was never a song like that.
I know. What did they say?
You think about the Clips?
Yeah, the Clips one.
I don't know. Right? I can't remember the name of the
was
song.
the... Oh!
Yeah.
Oh!
Older song.
Yeah, it was... Oh, I don't know. I'm thinking of like a Timberland beat. No, but wait, do it again?
It was higher, though. It was like... Sorry, guys, if I'm like whistling.
No, you got to do it. But then don't they say something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there was. Oh, and it was like do.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Do. Yeah. Grinding. That's what it was.
That was it. Grinding.
Yes.
So I did do it right.
You actually did. Only you whispered it, but that's where the combo comes in.
Okay, yeah.
It actually is grinding.
Yes.
Grinding.
Yeah. That's so funny. Yeah.
Da be shining.
Oh yeah.
Like that.
Right?
Yeah. I forgot about that.
It's funny. I feel old sometimes because, like, I honestly, if the younger generation, and this is how my dad feels. He never got out of the 60s or 70s rock and roll.
Yeah.
Which is great. Yeah. But he never got out of it, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like the younger generation has no idea about the great music that we had. Well, they never heard of, the younger generation doesn't know Boyz II Men.
Yeah.
They don't know Nelly.
Yeah, but they don't care is the problem.
That's what I'm saying. But it was great, or even Aaliyah, or just the great songs, That's true. But this is how my dad feels. Like, if you don't know... Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't pick a Leonard Skinner song in his eyes, if you don't know what that is... Yes. He just can't handle that. Exactly. You know what I mean? He can't handle it. And I get it.
I have a theory about that. I think I know what happens. I mean, here's my theory. Here's my point. I think what happens is from, age, 0 to, 15, right? You have music that you listen to, that you're used to listening to all the time, that you grew up listening to, your parents listen to it, so you listen to it, or your family listen to it, brothers, sisters, and stuff like that. and you just kind of get used to, you grow up listening to that. But then when you get around the 20s, you're really listening to music that like almost like you prefer or something like that. I mean, it's short 15, you listen to stuff you prefer too.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like
around the 15, 16, 17.
Exactly. You're becoming
18.
your own. Yeah.
It's like nostalgic.
Exactly. You're listening to like the mainstream. The mainstream's really a big part of your life and stuff. I don't know. But anyways, and then like from like 20 to like 30.
Yeah.
Right? And then once you hit like 30,
yeah.
it changes. Yeah. All of a sudden.
The music does, you mean?
Well, the music changes, but your decision to listen to different music and, you know what I mean, doesn't change.
Oh.
Like from 15 to like, here's what I'm saying, I guess. From like 15 to like 25, I was going with the music, the change.
Oh, with the times.
Music, with the times, exactly.
Yeah.
I was listening
even
to whatever was
30.
new. Yeah, maybe even up to 30.
Yeah.
But once 30 hit, I just like it's not that I refuse.
No, yeah, but you're like, I can't handle the music.
I can't do it. But that was because
right.
mainly I don't like the new stuff.
Yeah?
I really didn't like the new stuff.
That's how my dad felt.
I don't like the new stuff. Well, that's what happens
after the 80s rock, like even the 80s rock and roll, like you said, it was going downhill kind of.
Yeah,
but once it hit 90s, more like grungy, he couldn't handle it.
Yep, exactly.
Couldn't handle it.
Yep, that's what happened. Because I remember during...
Thank you.
I remember there was a time period... Oh, shoot. I almost dropped everything. There was a time period in like, when I was like... I think I was just about to turn 30, and my friend started mentioning a couple rappers, and I was like, I don't think I heard about that person. It was like Rich Homie Quan, I think, and like...
I still don't know that.
Right? I don't even know who these people are. I was like, what? I'm like, what about Kanye and Twista? Like, what about them, you know? And no idea, you know.
That's so funny.
DMX, what are you talking about? Who's Rich Homie Quan?
Oh, DMX.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
I know, that's what I'm saying. They missed it. But anyways, here's my theory. Here's my theory wrapped up.
Tell the theory.
See, I think what happens is, because they talk about this, right? Up until about age 35, when you get to age 35, science says like you become set in your ways. So the routines that you've grown up with, those routines, you stop learning new routines. Around 35. 35, it just stops. And then from then on, for the rest of your life, you're set in your ways. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, which isn't true.
No. I'm probably not explaining it right, but it's 100% true.
Okay.
Think about it, right? With music, with the way that you process things. And don't get me wrong. I guess what I'm saying is...
You can make new behaviors.
You can... I didn't explain that well. Because let me break down what I mean by that. Just so you can make new behaviors, but it's almost like the template that we all kind of have, where our brains are like, it's learned everything that it kind of needs by that time, and now it's like, okay, we're just going to take these skills and move it to the rest of life. I mean, as you get older, like 40 is like the age of wisdom, for example, and every year past that, you're like learning new stuff, becoming wiser in that sense, but in actuality, you're kind of set in this template. This template is filled out by the time you're like 35.
For sure.
I know, it sounds crazy, but that's what I read.
For sure.
So but here's my theory. My theory is that's why like past like 35 typically, it's harder to like get into younger music. It's harder to get into like younger activities and things like that because you're kind of just set in your ways in that sense. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Listen, you guys, I'm right. Kristen's wrong. I'm going deep.
Well, I know what you're saying, but also there's a lot of people that can get into the newer funk.
Well, I know. I'm not saying that. Listen. I'm not saying that. Oh, once you hit 35, that's it.
Yeah.
You can't go any other way. You're there. I'm not saying that. In fact, there's plenty of ways to like change your life around past 35. Plenty of ways. But I'm just saying that's kind of the norm. That's the average. Is that it's not that you stop learning and stop growing necessarily, but it's just that your mind is kind of fixed. It's like this. It's like the fact that your brain doesn't develop fully until you're about the age 25 or 26, around that time period. That's, doesn't mean that your brain doesn't function before. You know what I mean? It just means that it fully develops at that time. So I think your habits and your subconscious mind and everything, kind of at 35, by that time, everything comes fixed at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So you can change things, but it's just a lot harder to change things. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
It's harder to adjust things rather than when you're younger, when it's easy to just mold yourself based off of what people want you to become, right? It's a little bit. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, cool.
It does.
Sorry. Kristen doesn't like to get deep, I guess.
No, I do like to get
maybe
deep.
no.
I do like to get deep. It's not that. I just didn't want our fam to feel that.
No,
Yeah.
it's good fact. You know what? Hey, let me say this.
Yeah.
Can you guys comment below? Let me know if you didn't find that interesting or not, because then I won't ever say it again. I'm just curious.
I didn't, yeah, and I never
'Cause
said
I'm
it
not
wasn't interesting.
Oh, what were you saying? I'm just curious.
I'm just saying that, yes, I
Yeah.
think what you're saying is by 35, you have like your patterns, your maybe preferences, like maybe things you're used to. And if you don't want to change it, then you don't necessarily, I guess is what you're kind of saying.
Yes, that is.
Like you're not developing the patterns as much. Like once at 35 you have it. Now if you want to change it, you have to actively try, right?
It's
Versus
harder.
from 25 to 35, you're still growing and learn and developing that pattern of behavior.
Exactly.
But once 35 hits, you've developed it.
Yeah.
And then it would take some conscious effort to change it.
That's literally it. It takes subconscious effort. It takes conscious effort. Essentially.
And awareness and,
yes.
new behaviors.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, seriously.
Yeah, so that, well, I guess.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Okay, cool. So yeah, just to sum it up pretty much, it takes, it's harder to mold yourself past 35 because at 35 you could say that mold has been formed by that time.
Okay. Yeah.
That's probably a good way to put it.
Yes.
That's
and
all
you
I'm saying.
can
So you
form
can
a new
change.
mold later.
You can form it.
Yes.
There's many ways to do it. People change.
1,000%.
Not saying that. It's just a lot harder.
Look at Mike from the Jersey Shore.
That's true.
Great example.
That's true.
He was probably definitely well into his mid-30s before he changed his life around.
Yeah. So I got a theory about that too.
Okay, tell you.
I have a theory about that.
Okay, I know what your theory. Can I tell you
What's
what I
my
think you're
theory?
going to
Go
say?
ahead.
He was always a nice guy.
Yes.
That's what,
Always a nice person.
He was always a nice guy. He was just immature and was trying to act cool and act like a jerk, but he
Yes.
wasn't necessarily a jerk deep down.
Exactly. That's a big part of it. Yes, that's mainly what I'm trying to say. Because it's true. Like, right?
Yeah.
You can tell when people are acting. They're not acting in a way of like
Pretending
they're trying to be something they're not.
trying too hard.
Yeah, and I think I got that from him, where he was not trying to be something he's not, but just I don't know, but I do think.
Well, I remember how you could tell on the Jersey Shore, even though he was still a jerk.
Yeah.
He made breakfast for everybody.
Yes.
Like multiple times, or
Yes.
dinner or whatever.
Yes.
And I remember you saying, a real jerk
Wouldn't do that.
isn't going to wake up early and make breakfast for his roommates.
No.
And really enjoy it.
Well, I was going to say, yes, really enjoy it and put love into it. Like, there's something
so that
to
was like a small example, but it was a good
100%.
example, because you're right. If you
100%.
are a jerk,
you're not going to do that.
you're not going to do that.
You're not, yeah.
He actually really enjoyed it.
Exactly. And then it's learning experiences too, right? I mean, obviously, he has this whole, when he was on the Jersey Shore, sorry guys to get into Jersey Shore and stuff like that, but when he was on the Jersey Shore show early on when he was young, right? You're around this culture, he probably grew up around it, where it's like all about, partying and drugs and getting women and all this stuff. And that's because you're connected to people that are doing that. So you might have come from a household where you know better, but because you're around that environment, it kind of makes you that, kind of makes you that.
Yeah.
So I think for him, but cooking obviously and caring for people is something he always loved to do, like being, this really great guy, but he just, he was young and didn't do things right. But now obviously you could see he's like a completely different person. Yeah. Which seems like a completely different person.
Like his genuine
But now
self.
it's really him, is what's coming out,
Okay.
Yeah. So
that was all. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So I'm serious, guys. I know this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm a scientist. Okay. I'm a doctor. No, I'm just kidding. I'm none of that. Just so you know.
Yeah. No, it's interesting though. It's interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like to talk about
Yeah,
this
me
stuff.
too.
I like to look that stuff up.
Mm-hmm.
Me
too. Do you think I don't?
I don't know.
I do. I was just that's all I cared about was the fam not thinking, oh my God.
I think they'll like it.
I'm over 35. I don't like how my pattern's going. I didn't want the fam to think that they're going to change it. That's the only thing that I was caring about.
Got it. Can I clear that part up then?
You already did.
No, but I need to clear it up more. Okay? I got to clear it up.
You already cleared it up.
Because now you have me think about stuff I didn't think about.
Okay, because that was the only thing why I was hesitating.
Okay, cool. Well, let me just say this. If you are 35 and, you know, and listening to what Kristin's saying, or more, and you just don't like the patterns that are happening into your life, 100%. You can change all of those patterns. Like, they say that, one of the things that I find interesting is they say, like, people can't change, but that's not true. Like, what it is people get caught up in patterns. We all have patterns that we do, and we get caught up in those patterns. And because we get caught up in those patterns, it's hard to alter those patterns, right? Because in actuality,
a lot of effort or awareness.
Yes.
You need self-awareness to make
yeah.
changes. That's a fact.
Exactly. You do. You really do. So,
which is why I love therapy.
I know.
And why I became a therapist, because I think it's really important for people to look into themselves and be like, okay, what am I doing in life that is working for me? And what am I doing in my life that isn't working for me?
That's right.
And because you cannot say that everything is working for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe a super small percentage of people that have gone through the therapy, finding themselves process. But I don't even know if I know anybody that is like that. And even that, it's still a process. Like even
what's that? I missed that part. Sorry. No, just the last part.
Okay, I'm just saying there isn't one person I know that's been like, I've grown, I've found myself, I'm perfect, I'm happy with all of my patterns, there's nothing I would change.
Yeah.
I think if you're like that, I think you're lying to yourself, because I think you're always trying to grow and be a better person and get into that deeper sense of self and who you are.
Yes.
So I was just saying that I love therapy for that, and and being a therapist and all that stuff, because it's important for people to be aware of, what am I doing that's working for me, that I love about myself, that I appreciate about myself, that other people love about me, and then what am I doing in my life that I don't like, that maybe doesn't make me feel good, or maybe it makes other people not feel good, or it maybe makes me just not as happy or as fulfilled as I could be. And sometimes people can figure that out on their own, but oftentimes we lie to ourselves. Oftentimes, people who have, diseases or addictions, things like that, they lie to themselves to think, okay, they rationalize in the brain, yes, I'm going to take this drug because it makes me feel good. And, I'm not going to think about what that's doing to my career, my family, or friends, or whatever. You lie to yourself to enable your behavior, whatever that is, but if you can be truthful with yourself and really get down and be like, am I deeply, genuinely fulfilled doing this?
That's right.
I don't think there's one person out there that's really fulfilled being any type of an addict, because that takes over your life. It takes over your sense of self, that your deep inner self isn't necessarily making those decisions. It's that brain, it's that part of you just the pleasure sensors that are, so anyways, I think the deeper we can get within ourselves and learn, the more fulfilled we are, and the more we really do love ourselves.
100%. So asking questions is so important to yourself, right? Am I really happy doing this? Why am I doing this? Like, what's going on? That's important, because your mind is designed to give you answers. So when you ask those type of questions, you are forced to actually answer the questions, rather than saying like, I need to stop doing this, or I need to stop, because those don't really answer questions.
That sense. That's very true. So
no, it's interesting.
So was that a gunshot?
No, there's someone upstairs. Drop something.
Oh. There was a loud pop.
They dropped something.
It sounded like a gunshot.
No, it was like over
you know more than mine. Yeah, it wasn't as poppy.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It did sound like more like a plank maybe falling or something. Okay. Anyways, guys.
Can I leave with one last thing?
Nope.
We'll leave you guys one last thing anyways, okay? I think this is interesting, because there's this, I'll read a lot of stuff just about, like, the mind and the way the mind works and stuff like that, and I'm definitely not an expert on this, guys, but it's just, reiterating stuff that I've learned that is really interesting. But I think this is really cool, because I never learned this growing up. But there's a doctor, or actually this guy's, he's a biologist, and he studies like cells, he studies the body essentially, but he also knows a lot about the conscious and subconscious mind, right, which a lot of people don't even know really about, right? And what he says, and this is really interesting, is that what happens is through your day, you use 5% of your conscious mind, right? So consciously, for example, I'm picking up this glass. That's a conscious thing. I'm consciously doing that, right? Subconsciously, I'm doing things like breathing, right? My body is subconsciously breathing. If I'm blinking, a lot of times that's subconscious. I'm not thinking about that. But here's something else too, right? If I'm driving from my house to work and I'm zoning out and I don't know how I got there, literally my subconscious mind is driving there.
Kicked in.
It is. It's because your subconscious mind is like a memory. It's like it's not a memory. It's like a recorder. It's, you know what I mean? Like it helps you. So the reason why you don't stumble when you're walking is because your subconscious mind has a program and knows how to walk. Anyways, the point is 5% of your mind is conscious. 95% of your day is subconscious actions, which means that if you are used to having a lot of bad habits, things that you do without even thinking about it, 95% of the day is going to be run by that type of stuff. You know what I mean? And 5% is conscious. So if you look at it like that, it's interesting because that's why change can be difficult, because if you don't know how to rewire your subconscious mind to actually, create real positive things that you do want, it's going to be so much harder.
And that's why we were telling you about our HemiSync meditations that we've been using. HEMI-SYNC.com.
Yeah.
I think it is. HemiSync meditations. Anyways, we were telling you about that because that's a way for you can go to bed listening to it with your earbuds in, and your subconscious brain will absorb all that information and take it all in. So even as you're sleeping, you're
that's right,
you're learning or you're rewiring. And and I'm telling you, it works with so many great things.
Definitely
anxiety,
depression,
like eating habits, health issues, stress management.
Even just being positive or negative in the day.
Yeah, if you want to learn more, if you have anger issues. I mean, whatever you really want to do, the HemiSync meditations in general are good.
Meditation just in general, but HemiSync in particular is really cool.
But the HemiSync is good because, again, like we talked about, it has the different sound waves in your ears that are going, which just helps you concentrate more and absorb all that information.
Exactly.
So it's been good. So we definitely meditate every night.
Yeah, which has been really great.
I want to do it more, though.
I know.
I would like to do it during the day.
We got so much time.
Like, we should do it in the morning. Because it feels good. Like, every time I meditate, I always feel so much better.
Right? You do. Yeah, me too. But anyways, guys, I mean, we could talk about the HemiSync and all that stuff later, but just know that we're back on the saying, bless you.
Excuse me.
35, you can keep changing. I'm not saying you can't change. I just thought it's interesting that it's harder to change after that 35 mark. At least that's what science is saying.
Yeah. So.
All right, you guys.
So be aware, self-aware.
Self-awareness, yes.
Yes.
And don't if anyone's watching this and feeling like I need to change or things like that, just know that nobody's perfect. Nobody's ever going to be perfect.
We all need to change.
We all have things that we need to work on and stuff like that. And life isn't about. I don't think life is about necessarily making that, becoming perfect. It's just about trying to make whatever changes you can.
You're all trying to be the best version of yourself. Which I think, people are like, oh my God, we're relationship goals, blah, blah, blah. You guys are the perfect couple.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Well, thank you for that.
We do appreciate that.
Yeah.
But it's also not true. We're not the perfect couple.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Whatever relationship goals means, I don't know what that really means. But, I think... for us, I think what we do love about each other is that we are always not, you and I do not think we're perfect.
Wait.
Well,
me?
I mean,
do you know who I am?
I am perfect. Yeah. But we are always willing to say, you know what? Yes, I did this wrong. I could have done this a lot better. Yeah. Especially when it comes to like how we interact with each other, our relationship. Yeah. Or we're just very self-aware, and I do think that is really important to always say, yeah, you know what? My bad. I'm sorry. Like, even though it's hard to say. Yeah. But we're never going to be perfect. We're never going to do things perfectly.
That's right.
And so, anyways, I think we're willing to.
You're right. work with each other.
Just we're always trying to be better.
Be better, yeah.
Not only better versions of ourselves, but better partners to each other.
Yeah.
And even as I say this, I'm thinking there's so many more things that I could do to improve.
No.
No,
Don't say
there
that.
are. I think about that. Like,
me too,
I'm sure you think that. Yeah,
course,
exactly.
of course.
But I'm just, I'm like, oh, there's so many things like I could do this, I could do that.
Yeah.
I know. And he
not
always feels bad when I say that because he doesn't want me to get down. I'm not down with myself.
Only because I feel the same way too. And but I feel like, what, that's what it's all about, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I know for sure firsthand, like, how being in a relationship with you has changed me to become the person I am. And I'm sure it's the same for you, right? Where you become the person you are because of me. So it's one of those things where it's like, well, we've actually, there's been a lot of positives that would come from it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, there's always things to adjust and stuff like that, and you can always work on that later. There's no rush, essentially.
For sure.
Yeah,
but anyways, that's really important. And so anyways, as you can tell, like, it's, I think, I don't know, it's just good to not have that ego get in the way and in the forefront of you not trying to be better.
Perfect. Yeah, better.
Or happier with who you are, or, Again, just trying to be a best version of you.
Yes.
And that's always a process to be the best version of yourself.
That's right. I'm so sorry to keep going on this. I know this video is long, but I do want to say this, though. Like, one thing that, I don't think I've ever told you this before, but this is actually...
Is this a secret?
I think this is really important. This is a secret. No, it's not a secret, but I think it's a cool thing. Good. Maybe it's a good way to look at stuff if I can explain it well. Being wrong. Being wrong. Being okay being wrong. I think one of the biggest problems that a lot of people have is people are afraid to be wrong. They don't want to be wrong. And there's something about being okay being wrong that's very important.
And humbling. And I'm even one of those people, even in us, okay, right? I think we can admit that although... we're open to change and being better. We also don't like being wrong.
Yeah, we don't. Definitely don't. But.
We don't like it. It doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
But there's also something humbling to admit that you are wrong.
Yeah, and definitely. No, there's definitely something to it. It's all good. There's definitely something to it. I think that's there's something really big about being okay being wrong, because at the end of the day, right? Well, let me say this. There's been times, I think early on in our relationship, I remember you and I would go back and forth on arguments, and then I noticed you would just stop. You would try to stop arguing and being like, okay, whatever, and I'm sorry or whatever, and kind of drop it. And because I try to observe things as much as possible. I like to believe I'm kind of an observant person. So for me, I'm looking back at my actions, and I'm always like, I always try to be fair. So I'm always thinking, did I say something that was right, or did I say anything that was wrong, or was that justified, and things like that. And I didn't really tell you this, but a lot of the ways I respond to you now is because early on, you would be like, okay, we would go back and forth, and you would kind of just stop arguing with me, and it made me think like, why do I need to be right? Like, why does this need to be the right thing? Like, why do I have to be right all the time? And what that did for me is make it where it's just like, well, it doesn't matter if I'm right. Like, who cares, right? Like, it really doesn't matter. Like, maybe I am suggesting something and you don't want to do it, and I'm just like, no, you got to do this. You have to. Like, it helped me to be able to thinking about being wrong and being okay being wrong allowed me to be able to not stress as much,
Sure.
So
and I think the need to be right is really just feeding that ego. It's feeding that part of you that's insecure, the part of you that doubts yourself, the part of you that needs to feel better about yourself for whatever reason. That's what when you want to be right, that's what that is. Yeah. But then you take that wall down, if you can look past that and be like, okay, why do I need to be right? Like, what does that do for me? It's like a superficial way of telling yourself, oh, I'm the best and I'm perfect. But really,
it's true.
It's about, being happy.
Yeah, it is.
With yourself. And you're happy. And I'm telling you, the happiest I have been is when I was able to admit that I am not perfect. And I'm far from it. Although I'm a Leo and I like to believe I am. But really admitting that I have messed up in my life in many, many ways and made decisions that I absolutely,
regret it.
You know,
looking back, maybe not regretting, but you've become a better person.
You can look at it as a regret. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, become a better. I made decisions that I made become a better person.
Yeah.
Through hardship and things like that.
That's right.
And anyways, it's really important to be able. Okay, like. Do I want to be happy? How can I be happy? And I think relationship, whether it's with your partner or with your friends or your coworkers, you know, it's really about making sure that both people are heard and validated.
That's
so
right.
it's not about right. Like I can say to myself, yes, like my opinion might feel right to me.
That's right.
But just because you disagree with it and you have your own version of your opinion, that you're just as right as I am.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're just as right as I am. You know, I'm not talking extreme cases. Like if you were to like cheat on me,
exactly.
and then I'll be like, oh, I felt the need to do it. You know, I'm not talking about that.
Right. I feel like I'm
right. But if I said, you know, like, I really think this glass is beautiful, and you're like, no, I think it's ugly.
Yeah. Why fight about that?
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like it's a completely different opinion. I think I'm right that it's beautiful. He thinks it's ugly, but his way of thinking about it is just as valid.
That's right.
So it's all about saying I hear you that you think the glass is ugly for this reason.
That's right.
You know, I hear you, and I understand. Yeah, I hear you, and I understand the glass is ugly for that reason, and I get where you're coming from. And at the same time, I want you to understand that I think it's beautiful in the way it's the lines and the clarity.
That's right.
You know, and then for you to be like, okay, you're right. I can see where you're coming from.
Very true.
Bam.
Very true.
And that's how we solve relationship issues.
Exactly. Kind of.
The majority of the time.
That's very, very true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But even with that, guys, I do want to say too, like we still fight. Like we'll still like go down an argument for like 10 minutes. Like no, this glass is better. You know what I mean? But you know, but then that's when other skills come into play, right? Learning how to forgive and learning how to let things go and look back. You know, I really do believe. Looking within and really being able to self-assess is just so important, like you mentioned earlier. Like it's so important, and not be critical of it, you know. And I just think, man, I can't tell you like how much not having to be right all the time has really changed my life. It's just added so much.
Made it where we haven't okay, there's so many times coworkers, my God, I could have got into it with thousands of coworkers at my job because they all have super strong personalities and they all think they're right. or even friends or, you know, even in our relationship. Like there's so many times I could have gotten into massive fights, massive arguments if I felt the need to always not just be right, but let them know that I'm right.
That's right.
And you don't need to let somebody know. Like even if you feel like you are right, you can still think in your mind, okay, look, I'm not going to they're not going to be able to say, yes, you're right. You know? So since I'm not going to be able to get that from them, I'm going to let them say their piece and I'm going to say, you know what? I see where you're coming from.
That's right.
And that's going to make them feel very validated because they're like, okay, I feel heard, da-da-da. And even if they can't validate you back, but at least you can give that validation to yourself. You know what? I have my opinion. They're not able to see it and that's okay. I don't need to prove that I am better than or smarter or whatever. So I have been able to hold a lot of good, healthy relationships as a result of not needing to have a power struggle with somebody.
It's so true. You're right about that.
You have avoided many fights with
that's
people.
all I do.
With people.
Because I don't care. I don't care.
You don't.
Like, I ain't got to be right.
But you know, there's been friends or not friends, but like friends, acquaintances of yours who have try to flex in their own way, not physically, but like whatever. You know?
Yeah, I mean, there's been plenty of times
and you
didn't. That I'm sure if somebody was looking over my shoulder, they'd be like, "Fight them right now!" You know, they'd be saying that to me.
Sure.
Like, you gonna let them talk to you like that? No, not just that, not talk to you, but just. People want to be right. That's what it is. They just want to be right. You know, this is kind of interesting too. Like, I had two friends that had never met each other before, but I introducing them, two really good friends, and I can't remember what we were doing, but we were like driving somewhere, and they'd never met before, but they're both very much like wanting to be right? They have opinions and they gotta be right. And I remember on the way they get into a conversation about the different type of girls that they like one had liked one type of girl, type of girl, the other one liked another type of girl, and they started arguing, right? And they're going back and forth, and it wasn't anything that was like a physical thing. 100%, but it was close to like getting like it could
over
have
the
gotten
type
physical.
Of girls that are hot.
Yeah,
I mean that is such an opinion thing. By the way,
yeah, it is an opinion thing.
Such an opinion thing.
But then on top of that, what ended up happening was it started like that, but then it started going into personal attacks, like personal attacks on a person. And I remember after that, both of them talking to both of them, they're like, "Man, I don't like that person. I don't know why. I just don't." I mean, one of my friends was like, "I don't know why." I'm like, "Well, I know why." He's like, "I don't know why. I just don't like him. He's like this. He's like that." And my other friend was like, "Yeah, I don't want to be around that person ever again." But it's funny because it's like, you know, they could actually have been really cool friends if if they both agreed on that stuff, you know, or
we're like, okay, although I don't agree that you like this kind of girl, you know, but that's fine, you know, more for me,
exactly,
or whatever, but, you know. But then they took it further because they had big egos. They needed to be right.
Well, that's it.
But that's something you're not gonna. Come on.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That's so subjective. Like, attraction is so subjective.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. You know what? I want to say something. Try this. For anyone watching.
Which, by the way, weren't they both single for many, many, many years also? I just have to say.
I'll put it like this.
Let's say.
Both of them were single for many, 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 many years.
Yes.
Both of them are single.
Yes.
And I got a feeling.
I actually have to say.
That they might both be single ongoing.
Forever.
For a lifetime.
I have to say that. That's a big, yes. I'm telling you. Like, if your ego and your inability to be able to see other people's perspectives, that translates into your intimate life too.
Yeah.
They're both single. That's not a coincidence. By the way, both of them, and I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
They're attractive people. It has nothing to do with, you know, they're very attractive.
Yeah.
They have a lot of things going for themselves.
For sure. And they do, but you know, that's how they were. You know, that's just how they are. But I was going to say one other thing too. I'm sorry, I didn't want to cut you off.
You did. No, you did. No, go for it.
Well, I was going to say one thing too. Like, here's something to like practice with your either a friend, or if you're watching this and you like what we're kind of suggesting, try this. Like, the next time you get into like an argument with somebody, whether it's a spouse or your partner or a parent or something like that, the moment it starts to get into an argument, or at some point, say to them like, you know what, you're right. You're right. I don't want to extend this anymore. I see your point. I agree with it. You're right. Like, even if you don't agree with it, try that. Just try that. And here's why: is because what you're going to see is that person is going to, well, I can't say exactly what's going to happen, but you're going to notice that you're going to feel great. You're going to be like, wow, I just let that go, you know? But also that person's going to be a lot more appreciative that it didn't get out of hand.
You're going to see their defenses go down.
Defenses drop.
And they're going to immediately like not be as angry, and they might even be a little confused.
Yeah, they might be.
But, but I think you'll see their defenses go down, and and the fight kind of like it like the fire that was brewing or whatever, it just fizzles out.
It fizzles out,
and then you're left with nothing, and then you're like, okay, well, let's move on. You know, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, sorry, and I don't mean to say, don't do it in like an antagonizing way where you like antagonize a person. Yeah, like, okay, you're right. You're right.
Sure. I'm just gonna stop. No.
Yeah, no.
Like a genuinely,
you know what? You're right. Tell yourself, you know what, this fight's on a big deal. Tell yourself that, and then say, you know what, you're right.
You're right.
Let's drop it.
I see where you're coming from. I really, I don't want to argue about it. I see your point.
Yeah, I see your point.
Maybe even a little I'm sorry if they're upset with you over something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think it's a good thing to practice on. Practice doing that. I think it's
because it is hard. Like, even though I do feel good afterwards.
Yeah.
It's sometimes it's a little bit of a sting to have to
100%.
say I'm sorry, or like.
Well, I'm always right. That's the thing, and Kristen's always wrong. So because of that, no, just joking.
But it is it's hard. It's not easy to do.
Yeah.
A little bit's like, oh gosh, it's hard.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you are done with your fight is over. It didn't escalate into anything big. Permanent scars, emotionally were not made.
That's true.
And you have avoided a situation that isn't going to be a tally mark against your relationship long term.
That's right.
Now, I'm not saying, and this isn't saying brush over a super important topic.
Yeah.
I'm talking about something saying that it doesn't need to be an argument. And not everything needs to be an argument. I'm not talking about a super deep situation that you need to talk about. You know, that needs to be discussed.
Small stuff like, you know, like I want to watch this on TV or
whatever.
You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. And just be like, okay, whatever, you know. And you know, if you like it, try it out, see how it works. Because I think there's power in letting things go and actually telling people, you know, you're right, you know. Yeah. So anyways, there's been times too, I think, like, I make a point, like, if I'm wrong, I'll tell Kristen, like, you know what, you were right about that. You were absolutely right about that. And it makes her feel like she's important. No, just joking.
Do I say that? I feel like I don't say that to you enough. Like, you
100%
right.
do.
Do I say you were right? I think I have a way of saying it to where,
you do.
I do actually. I do.
100% you do. There's been plenty of times you've said it, and I appreciate it because I know how I feel. I'm like, oh, thank you.
Yeah. I do say that. You're right. I do. Because you are, and I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna just argue with you because, sometimes it's just. Well,
for a lot of people, it's hard to say that you're right.
You're right. I see. Yeah, and you are like, when you can get your defense down and you can see their perspective. You're like, you know what? I see where they're coming from. They are right. Like I did make a mistake here. It doesn't mean I'm a bad person. It doesn't mean I'm any less than I was.
That's right.
But I see where they're coming from, and I could have did better.
That's right.
And therefore, you are right.
True that.
Yeah.
But we could drag this on forever talking about that.
If you guys have made it to the end, thank you so much.
Yes. Oh, you know what? If you guys made it to the end, add what?
Crab emoji.
Oh, yes. Add a crab emoji. That's a good one. Do they have a crab emoji?
Yes, they do.
Okay, add a crab emoji.
Or any type of seafood, but crab specifically.
Let's do a crab.
Or lobster.
True fans.
Crab emoji. If you can't find a crab, try a lobster.
Exactly.
But let us know, that you made it to the end. Thank you for letting us give some advice.
And if you did, let us know if you like the advice, you like the suggestions. I mean, we like to talk about this stuff, and if you don't, let us know. We would love to hear it either way, what you think of it. So.
Yes.
All right, you guys.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Sharing is caring. Let your friends and family know what the K&J fam is doing. Thank you so much for watching, and we're going to see you guys tomorrow on our live.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Facebook Live, 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Unless we change it, but 4:30 should be the time.
It's usually the time.
Yeah,
we'll let you know if we change it. But
it'll be the time. Yeah. All right, you guys.
I'm right. Okay?
You're right. You see this? You're right. I'll let it go. No.
Okay, guys. Love you.
See you next time. Peace.
Peace out, trouts.